When I was asked to speak this time, it was the title of the topic was told to me, Why Islam? So what I took that to mean is, why should we engage Islam? Why should we engage Muslims? Islam is the name of the faith and the people are Muslims. So why should we engage Muslims? Why should we understand Islam so that we can share the gospel with them? And what I want to do today is to share with you my story, tell you what life was like for me growing up as a Muslim, what it was that affected the change in me, and why it's so very important that we should engage Muslims and engage Islam. So I saw it as my duty to share true monotheism with Christians who didn't realize they were polytheists. That's how I felt. And so I would share Islam with whoever would listen. The first time I encountered a Christian who actually was prepared with answers to these kinds of questions was in college. His name was David. I met him on a debate tournament. I had joined the debate team, he had joined the debate team, and we were going for our first tournament. When we got to the hotel, the rest of the team went out. Some of them had brought drugs with them. Some of them were looking to hook up for the night and do all kinds of stuff. The team all went out to do their thing. My mom had taught me, hey, don't do that kind of stuff. Be above that. And so I stayed back. There was one other guy on the team who said, I don't want to be a part of that either. And he stayed back. And I thought, okay, well, I can actually see eye to eye with this guy. And so we had to share rooms anyway. So we ended up rooming together that night. And as I'm putting my stuff away, he pulls out a Bible and starts reading. And so I said, David, you realize that book you're reading is horribly corrupt. And he says, well, do care to share? And I said, well, Jesus spoke in Aramaic, right? And then the early church spoke Hebrew, so already whatever they're talking about is a translated version. But then the whole New Testament is written in Greek, so you've got a translation of a translation by the time you get to the New Testament. But not only that, the main Bible, the one that the church used for the longest period of time, was the Vulgate. It was the Latin version. And so you got a translation of a translation of a translation. And then from Latin it went to German, and from German is where it came to English. And that's why you have the ESV, the NIV, the NASB, the who knows what V. You got so many V's, you don't know which one of them is the Word of God. And David said, Nabil, let me tell you something. We have in our possession today over 5,500 Greek New Testament manuscripts with which we can reconstruct the entire New Testament.